Welcome. Welcome here from my little holiday house to a self-myofascial release practice using myofascial release balls or maybe tennis balls and a yoga block. And we're going to combine this with some soothing yin yoga poses. So get yourself ready. Grab your balls, your block. We're going to start straight away with some soothing myofascial release for the back. We're going to roll the whole back. I'm going to show you where we're going to place those balls. So the first point is here, either side the spine at the top bits of the shoulder blades. Second point, the bottom bits of the shoulder blades either side the spine. And the third point is a bit further out from the spine, between the bottom ribs and the pelvis. So let's start with that first point to roll. I'm going to place my block there. That's where my head goes. Then we place those two myofascial release balls for that first spot. I'll show you here again. Down onto the mat, or you're going to pop them in once you're down on your mat. So recline now. And then placing those balls into the right position. That might take a moment. You're either side the spine, more at the top bits of the shoulder blades there. And once you've found the right spot, allow yourself to sink in. Then taking the arms up to give yourself a generous hug. And all we do now is gently rock from side to side. And then if you find that this is a bit too intense, you can always place a blanket over those balls. Usually with tennis balls, it feels a little gentler, a little softer. And here I just change the arms, the bind of the arms. So my other arm is on top. And I keep on rocking gently from side to side. Feeling into the sensation that you get there from your back. Allowing the arms to come back down. And now from here, we simply roll ourselves further up the mat so the balls roll further down your back. So see here, the balls are now further down my spine, more in line with the bottom bits of the shoulder blades, either side the spine. The head is still on the block, and we sink in. And then here, just take some ever so gentle rocks from side to side. You can explore here with your arms, whether you wish to take them up and do some circular, gentle movements, just to bring that massage effect in, working here with your myofascia in your back. So the tissues that we compress and gently massage are the erectors, like a big or large muscle group that runs in parallel to the spine on either side. So we are improving the circulation in those tissues. So now I'm going to manually grab the balls and bring them further down and a little bit further out. So they're now between pelvis and bottom ribs, either side the spine, but a little bit further out to the side, not as close in anymore. And then here you can start to shift the legs a little from side to side. If you want a little bit more, you can hug one knee to chest. Notice how that is feeling underneath your skin. And then there's the option of crossing one ankle. So I have here my left ankle over right thigh, and gently rock from side to side. And then of course you could bring the legs closer in towards you, thread the hands through and hold behind that hamstring. But if that is a bit too strong, as it is for me, I come back to the floor with my foot. And releasing that all together. And taking the other side, crossing the other ankle over and coming into some gentle rocking. Also here you could draw the legs in, but for me this is enough. I might even just hug that right knee to chest and just feel that in my low back. Now more coming into the area of the quadratus lumborum. Now we're already taking the balls out. Now all we do is we're going to give ourselves a moment. Rest back. Legs can be long or bent. Taking a breath in, releasing the exhale, allowing those tissues to realign. And rolling over to one side, bring your body up. I have those butterfly legs here, soles of feet touch, knees wide. Take a moment to breathe in, to roll up that heart. And then bring your support in. We're coming into a forward fold. So I slide my feet further forward, so I have a bit of a diamond shape in my legs. Now you could lean your head into an upright bolster or place the bolster over your feet. Rest the head on an additional block. You can solely work with a block or two blocks. Or if you have no props, allow that head to hang and the spine to round forward. Now this is where we will stay for a little while in a beautiful, soothing yin pose called butterfly. You probably feel the tissues that we just rolled on in your back, either side, the spine. Allowing that whole area there to become a little bit more spacious. No effort needed. Shoulders relax. The head is either hanging or resting. A couple of moments in stillness. Becoming aware of your hands. Notice what they're touching. And gently bring yourself back up. Putting your support out of the way onto one side, and we will recline. I'm just going to show you where we place the balls next. So they go on the side of the hips here in that gluteal area. And I'm going to use 2 of my balls. But now let's recline, take a rebound, allow the tissues to realign. And bend the knees, place the feet onto the earth and place your balls underneath that left outer butt cheek, outer hip. And then I just lean my knees over to the left and really feel into this, whether you think that this is the right point where you place them. Feel free to change that in any way. And then at some stage, just allow the knees to be heavy, leaning all the way over to the left side. So you are in the fleshy bit on the outer buttock. Nice compression now into the tissues on that left outer hip. And really be explorative here. This practice of self-myofascial release. Make this really explorative. And then listen to the tissues, the sensation you get from those tissues. Taking the balls out now and bring your left knee in. Take hold of the outer blade of that left foot and allow the right knee to wing open to the right. Alternatively, you could wrap your arm around the knee crease if you can't reach the outer blade of the foot easily. Or maybe you have a strap there. Now this is just a transition to wrap now your left leg entirely over the right, and you see me shimmy my hips over to the left before taking the knees to the right. The arms will open wide. Now feel free to put support underneath any part of your body, but also feel free to release the bind of the legs if that feels a bit too strong, too intense. You can also stack both knees on top of each other. And then allow the body to sink heavily towards the earth, feeling gravity drawing you down. Feeling into that outer left hip. And from there into that whole left side seam of the body. And for a couple rounds of breath, we simply stay here in stillness, absorbing all the goodness, this beautiful twist. Eventually releasing the shape, returning to a more symmetrical shape. You can lengthen the legs out or keep the knees bent. Give yourself a moment. Notice how that feels on your body. Taking a big breath in, release on the exhalation. Bring your two balls in again and remember where we place them on the outer hip. Just going to show you again here, but we go to the other side now, to that right butt cheek area. A little bit more laterally towards the outer hip, placing the balls down there, and then allow the knees to come over to the right side. And with that weight of the legs leaning to the right, you can feel that compression of the tissues. And then maybe if the ball placement or placement of two balls doesn't quite feel alright, then feel free to change that. Explore, check in. And then giving those tissues a moment. Gently compressing, squeezing. Taking the balls out. Drawing your right knee to the chest now, hugging that in. Either taking hold of outer blade of right foot for a brief happy baby, a half happy baby, or wrapping arm around knee crease. Left knee falls open. Just a breath here. And then wrap your right leg entirely over the left. I shimmy my hips to the right before taking the knees to the left. So maybe you put a block underneath that right knee. Maybe there's some other support you bring in. And then allow yourself to spread out. The arms widen, shoulder blades sink towards the earth. The legs heavy. Remember, if the bind of the legs is a bit too much, then just loosen that. You could also stack both knees or extend that top leg away from you. Now a couple of breaths here. Allowing gravity to draw you down towards the earth. Taking just one more breath down here. And then mindfully and gently rolling yourself back, finding a more symmetrical shape. A moment in rebound. Physical tissues can realign. A moment to feel into the body. Slowly moving the toes, the fingers. Eventually, you're rolling over to one side. Gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Shoulders relaxed, belly soft. I'm going to take a moment here to roll the head. So when you're ready, allow right ear to roll over right shoulder. Notice the whole weight of the head leaning, and then slowly roll the chin down towards the chest. Left ear over left shoulder. Gentle roll back, taking your time as you roll that head, allowing the head to be heavy, and feeling into all the corners of your neck. Let's slowly roll that head back up. Another big breath in. Exhale. Take note of how the body feels right now. And from here, let's close our practice. I hope that you feel more spacious, more at ease. And I say thank you for joining me. Namaste.